Imagine a day, perhaps in the future, when we will not worry about the environment. Imagine a day, perhaps today or tomorrow, when our leaders will come together, will all come together to fix what is now almost completely beyond repair.
A New Earth is inspired by Bill McKibben's book Earth, spelled E-A-A-R-T-H. And so the whole premise is it's not the same world anymore, so we better give it a different name.
The world is suddenly and chaotically in flux. Things we've taken for granted for a very long time are no longer to be taken for granted. In fact, they're shifting around us. And music is a particularly good way to kind of get that across. Then the reports came in. Glaciers were crumbling, and crumbling fast.
I'm really excited about the whole project because it intermingles choral writing and narration and orchestra, but also because I use texts from all over the world. I use poems by people like James Joyce and Wendell Berry, and also quotes from everywhere from Einstein and Gandhi to ancient quotes from different parts of the world. And to intermingle all that stuff and combine it shows that these issues have been thought about throughout time. And I think it's important to remember that this isn't just a little sliver that we're living in. I mean, the world is something that's been here for millions of years, and I think if we mess it up, within the span of decades, we should really think about that. Doing a residency with a youth orchestra, it's about engaging with the kids as a composer, because I think a lot of these kids have never worked that closely with a living composer, and they're used to working with dead ones, So my job for the last 3 years has been to show them that composers are around and in their community, and frankly, I hope fun to work with because you can actually interact.
The music just pops out just that little bit more that, a living composer can do, because, the drums are not loud enough or the violas are too quiet. You can hear that and adjust that because he's right there.
You know how some composers like Tchaikovsky write like a bazillion fortes or pianissimos and all that? You see like 6? For me, fortissimo is about the loudest dynamic, okay? There is no 4Fs. So if you see that, it means play as loud as you can without noise. And pianissimo is about as soft as you can. So that's what I'm saying, that's my scope. I work really hard to put myself in the mindset of the kids I'm working with and to try to look at it from their perspective. And it's hard. It's really hard because we all forget what it's like to be that age and to go through what they're going through. You try to get them out of their shell because they're not playing loud enough, or they're kind of spacing a little bit, or one kid on one side, one boy's looking at a girl over on the other, the flute section or something, you never know. They're always kind of doing stuff like that. But when they really pull together and they focus, it's amazing.
The emotional thing, like there's a magical thing about this, shut up, about this for the audience is that a lot of them, you are their children. I mean, I sort of put you on the spot here, but there's a really emotional thing to the idea of having someone sing a text. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children, and you're actually the children singing that to them. Not for you, it's well, whatever. But that's a really poignant thing. So the more perfectly and insistently you sing it, the more of an emotional impact it has on the audience. That's desperately important. Otherwise, it's a beautiful mishmash at the end. But it's not. It's a poignant piece, and it's your last statement. Got it? Okay, clean it up. Here we go. 3, 4.
We need to believe that we can change, that we can change who we are and all those around us. Change those who refuse to see what's coming or is already here. Imagine the day if we care deeply enough about a better future for our new Earth, that day will come. Young people are really the leaders of this movement, most of the places around the world. They're completely up to the challenge, I think.
We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.